The Battle Royale has been the trend in all of gaming for the last 6 years now. After PUBG and then Fortnite, variety genre, basically everyone jumped onto the train. Call of Duty, Fallout and Battlefield all had their own Battle Royales. To mixed response.
It's Royale.
There was even the weird Battle Royales that went into completely different genres like Fall Guys or the weird Nintendo ones. Obviously, most of these Battle Royale games weren't successful. Like, remember the first time COD tried to make a Battle Royale game mode? Black Ops 4's Blackout mode, it went down like a lead balloon, so they just tried again the year after and it somehow worked with Warzone. Fallout's Battle Royale was attached to Fallout 77, so there was never any chance for anyone caring about that one. And then there's ones you've never even heard of, like Pixel Unknown Battleground, Uganda Knuckles Battle Royale, and last Fortnite Craft Survival Battle Royale. No prizes for guessing which game that's trying to rip off. But then there's the Culling 2, probably the shortest living game ever. It was one of the many games clearly rushed to come out in 2018, just after Fortnite made Battle Royale massive. The game saw a peak of 250 players on its release day of July 10th, and within 40 hours there was only one poor bastard playing the game. After that, it wasn't really a surprise 8 days after its release that Culling 2 was wiped from all online storefronts and made unplayable. The game lasted just over a week before it died because no one cared about it. The Culling 2 doesn't even have a critic score on Metacritic because there wasn't enough critics that actually played the game. The only one that actually did was the skeezer from IGN who gave it 20 out of 100. So take that as you will. Yet somehow, this wasn't the biggest flop for a Battle Royale game. But in the same year, there was something even worse. From the creators of Overwatch clone and other notorious flop Lawbreakers, comes the most disastrous Fortnite clone, Radical Heights. Made by Bosky Productions, game studio founded by Cliff Bleszinski, guy who worked at Epic Games, you know, the Fortnite people. Reading the story of all of this made you feel actually bad for him. He helped Epic Games get massive with his work on Unreal and Gears of War back in the day. They let him do his own stuff. Epic went on to go and make Fortnite, and he followed their trend of Radical Heights, and then everything fell apart for him. On April 10, 2018, Radical Heights was released in extreme early access. You thought early access games on Steam were ropey before. This one's come out extremely early, and it definitely shows. It looks like Fortnite if they decided to make it in a week, so everyone just immediately wrote it off as a cash grab. It was supposed to have this 80s futuristic game show style, with it set off in the far off future of 2024, which actually helped it gain a little bit of a cult following. But the game clearly didn't have enough people playing it, as on May 14th, just a month after extreme early access began, the game server shut down. But the game had a heavy price attached to it. It wasn't just a game that went down, it dragged its entire studio with it. After both Lawbreakers and Radical Heights were massive flops, the studio basically just fully ran out of money. Lawbreakers completely quickscoped them out of the starting gates, and Radical Heights was their last stand, but nobody really cared about it. Cliff Bleszinski later admitted what everyone had already guessed, that the game was a last-ditch cash grab for the company, and the early access release came after only 5 months of development. At least they were honest about the extreme early access bit. The only chance this game has left is this fan remake coming from a bunch of Redditors, so that will probably end interestingly.